The Wise Man. In a quaint village nestled between rolling hills and flowing rivers, there lived a wise old man named Omar. He was known far and wide for his profound wisdom and kind heart. People from neighboring villages would travel long distances just to seek his advice and guidance. One day, a young man named Yusuf came to Omar with a troubled heart. "Oh wise Omar," Yusuf began, "I am burdened with worries and fears. I cannot find peace, and I do not know what to do." Omar, with his gentle eyes and warm smile, invited Yusuf to sit with him. "Tell me, Yusuf, what troubles your heart?" he asked. Yusuf poured out his heart, sharing his fears about the future, his regrets about the past, and his insecurities about the present. Omar listened patiently, nodding occasionally but never interrupting. When Yusuf finished, Omar spoke softly. "Life is like this river," he said, pointing to the river that flowed near his home. "It moves forward, never stopping. It encounters obstacles, but it flows around them, finding its way." He continued, "The past is like the water that has already flowed past us. We cannot change it, but we can learn from it. The future is like the water ahead of us, full of possibilities and uncertainties. The present is where we are, and it is the only place where we can truly live." Yusuf pondered Omar's words. "But how can I find peace in the present when my mind is always elsewhere?" he asked. Omar smiled and handed Yusuf a small, smooth stone. "Hold this stone," he instructed. "Feel its weight and texture. Focus only on the stone and let everything else fade away." Yusuf did as he was told. He felt the coolness of the stone in his hand, the smoothness of its surface. For the first time in a long while, his mind was quiet. "Whenever you feel overwhelmed," Omar said, "return to this stone. Let it remind you to be present. Peace comes from within, not from the absence of problems." With a grateful heart, Yusuf thanked Omar and left, carrying the stone with him. As days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, Yusuf practiced being present, letting go of his worries about the past and future. He found that the more he focused on the present, the more peace he felt. Years later, Yusuf became known in his own village as a wise and peaceful man. He often shared Omar's wisdom with others, passing on the lesson of the river and the stone. And whenever he felt troubled, he would hold the stone, remembering the day he learned to find peace within himself.